There's a lot of big news from Amazon, Netflix, Star Wars, everywhere, and I'll get into it. But first, I have to shamelessly promote something. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
It's a me,
Dario!
Woohoo! Let's go!
Alright, so before anything, I have to direct you to either my Instagram, at Dario the Show, or my Facebook fan page, Super Dario World. Go there right now and check out the video that I just loaded for the event that I will be having next Friday, Dario the Bachelor. Yes, that's what I've been working on a lot. It's taken up a lot of my time, and I gotta tell you, it's fun. It's fun. It's been an enjoyable journey. It's it's fun. Okay, so yeah, check out that video. Let me know what you think. The event again is next Friday. If you want to actually sign up to be one of the contestants for Dario the Bachelor, you can still do it. Just go to rock1053.com. You can sign up right there. All the information's right there. Next Friday, Dave & Buster's, San Diego, Mission Valley. Be there. There's no charge to be there, and I think when you get in, they'll give you a $10 playing card. So honestly, there's no reason not to go and watch all the ridiculousness, unless you live like really super far away. But anyway, yes, check out the video, check out the stuff, and if you can, come out. Honestly, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Usually we have like tickets for these types of events, but this is a free event, and I don't know how seating and everything is gonna work. I can just imagine all the people, just rampaging and hitting each other with chairs there, and it's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. I love it. It's great. It's great. Anyway, yeah, I had to shamelessly promote that. And actually, the main reason why I'm even making the podcast today is because I had to promote that. And also, the main reason why it's so late today is because I spent my whole free time today editing. Anywho, doesn't matter. There's big news today. So, first off, this is the major one. This is the heartbreaking one. This one was actually hard to read. It's going to be hard to hear. So, I'm sorry that I have to be the one that breaks the news to you guys. But it has been announced that Cyberpunk, the video game Cyberpunk 2077, has been delayed until September 2020. This is brutal. Brutal. I could already taste it. I have this game reserved. It's April 16th, which I know it's 3 months away, all right? 3 months is all I had to wait until I could play Cyberpunk 2077. Now it's all the way back to fucking September. It's brutal. And basically, the excuse, I didn't really like it, so I'll just read it to you. We're currently at the stage where the game is complete and playable, but there's still work to be done. Night City is massive, full of stories, content, and places to visit, but due to the sheer scale and complexity of it all, we need more time to finish place testing, fixing, and polishing. We want whatever. I understand it. And actually, I think it's a good excuse. I've complained about this a billion times that I hate it when games aren't finished when they're released and you have to wait till they patch it up the first time, or that they give you DLC that actually finishes the story and they just take your money. So I understand it, and these developers have been really good in the past when it comes to CD Projekt Red. They created the Witcher series. They've been really good with not jacking up prices or screwing over consumers in the past. But, I mean, come on, get your shit together. If you announce a release date, stick to it. Again, it's fine. Like, if I'm in a restaurant and they're going to bring me my food and they know it's going to be raw, all right, take it back to the oven. It's sad. It's sad. I wanted to play it. I wanted to be out. But anyway, it's not going to be that much. It's just 5 more months. Well, on top of the other ones. Anyway, that's the sad news of the day. Another predictable news, comes from Amazon. Now, there's 2 things that came down from Amazon. The first is that the cast for the Lord of the Rings TV show is set. Now, I might invite a friend to join me to talk about Lord of the Rings, because a friend of mine called me the other day and we had a very interesting conversation about Lord of the Rings. So I'm not sure about that, so I'm not going to talk about it a lot, but supposedly the cast is set. And once the cast is set, that means that they're pretty much ready to go. They should be ready to go pretty soon, because you need to organize the scheduling for the cast and everything, and locations and all that stuff. So supposedly Production is set to begin on 2020. One of the biggest pieces, this is actually pretty funny. A lot of people think that the sets and the insurance and all, and the camera and the crew and all that stuff are the most important things. And you take months and months building and designing these sets and all this stuff. And set designers will tell you, yeah, my set is almost none of it is on camera. It's like we built it, but almost none of it's on camera. Like 90, well, if it's a close-up, 90% of what's on screen is the actor's face. So the biggest thing you need, especially now with CGI, is to get that cast set. So this train is going to be rolling pretty soon, and I'm excited for it. On the downside for Amazon, they've announced that the Dark Tower TV series is officially canceled. And could have seen this one coming. Who here is named Dario Gonzalez and could have seen this coming? I've said it a billion times. By the way, for those of you who don't know, the Dark Tower series is considered like Stephen King's magnum opus. It's one of my favorite book series of all time. It's really fucking long, but it's supposed to be really fucking long. It's great. It's a western. It's a sci-fi western written by Stephen King. It is great. Great. Some people hate the ending. I love the ending. I thought it was perfect. Now, there's a few things kind of in the middle that are, let's just say, weird. It's Stephen King. It's weird, but I love it. The main character, Roland Deschain, is one of my favorite characters of all time. I love it. But I always said that this is a series that cannot be adapted into the big screen or the small screen. It's too big. It's too weird. It's too confusing. And a lot of the stuff that happens kind of happens inside your head. It's not something that you can translate into a different medium. It's supposed to be a book. You're supposed to leave it in the book, and you're supposed to imagine the things in a certain way. You know, it kind of messes with your head. The book, in a way, messes with your head. After I finished the first book, I kind of had to sit a little bit for about a month before I could continue with the second one, because actually I was stuck trying to process the information of what happened in the ending of the first one. It is a great series. I highly recommend it. And don't watch the movie, by the way, because the last one, I heard it suck. I just asked 3 questions about it, and it was enough for me to know that the movie was going to suck. Anywho, this is dead. Sorry, Amazon. You've been doing good stuff. But you may have reached a little bit too high on this one. It's too difficult. It was too difficult. And for those of you who read the books, I believe you agree. For those of you who haven't, I highly recommend them. Anyway, moving on. We finally got a little bit of news from House of the Dragon, which is the prequel to Game of Thrones. Now, if you guys remember, there was another prequel that got canceled, but House of the Dragon actually got greenlit immediately. It's a straight to series. They didn't even try to make a pilot. They didn't have to make a pilot for it, unlike the other one, which nobody really knew what the hell it was going to be about. But let me just read you why, because they asked the producers and the creators of the show, like, why is it that your show's moving forward and the other one didn't? And by the way, the other one that got canceled, the one that got canned, was the producer was Jane Goldman. So here it goes. The Jane Goldman one was a bit bigger swing because there was a lot more invention. House of the Dragon, George has text and history for that era, so there's a bit more of a roadmap. You understood the history and what the story would be, so it's easier to visualize as a series. No fucking shit, Sherlock! Are you telling me that if you don't have to make up shit and you just have to follow somebody else's work, it's easier? Any fucking moron could have said that. Any fucking moron could have told you that. But to me, here's the kicker here. Here's the interesting bit about the one that got canned. It tells me that they were trying to make up so much crap that either crossed or conflicted with the Game of Thrones TV show, or that George was flat out saying, this is fucking bullshit, stop messing with my work. So I have no idea who had the power here, or the story was just extremely stupid. And they were trying to make a TV show that wasn't going to be Game of Thrones, when what HBO wanted is more Game of Thrones. So it's just stupid all around, and it gives me a little bit of hope. It gives me a little bit of hope for House of the Dragon, because, like I said, it's a finished story, and it sounds like they're using the roadmap, which is important, and they also gave us kind of a debut date, maybe. Well, they gave us a year. The debut year, supposedly, it's going to be a 10-episode series, and it may come out in 2022, which is not that far off. But I mean, come on, dude, it's still a ways off. How much time do you need to make a TV show? Jesus fucking Christ! Or at least it sounds like they're actually they're going to be putting resources and stuff into it. So we'll see. We'll see. The point is, it sounds way better than the other show that we're making, and it sounds like it might actually be better than Game of Thrones. If they're faithful to the Targaryen story, it definitely will be. Anywho, and here's Star Wars related news. Taika Waititi, for those of you who don't know who that is, he is the director of the latest Thor movie, Thor Ragnarok. He also directed the final episode of The Mandalorian. So, actually, it was funny when the first scene in the final. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna talk about The Mandalorian. There's probably people who haven't seen The Mandalorian, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But he directed the final episode. I was not a big fan of the final episode, but I like the comedy of it. But I overall did not really love it. Oh God, I can't read. I just realized that I can't read the story because it will be a spoiler for The Mandalorian. So. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Anyway, Taika Waititi has started a petition. He wants Mandalorian fans to start a petition to bring back IG-11, which is the droid at the end, which is maybe the most fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard any creator say. Are you fucking kidding me? What? Why do you want that character to come? We saw him be blown into bits. It's not for the second time. What the fuck are you? What is he even talking about? Why would you even want him back? It's that character kind of ruined everything for. It's just basically like a tank that it's in. I didn't like that character. I didn't like the way they used him. But why would you want him back? He went out with a bang, literally. And why are you asking fans to do it? It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Taika, I don't understand what you're doing. And also, there's news that that Disney supposedly is approaching him to do a Star Wars film. Now, we have no idea which one's going to be, and this is just a rumor, so I'm not really going to go into it. But, it's new, so I'll give it to you. It might even be for Disney Plus. Who knows? Who knows? The rumors say that he's probably going to be the Kevin Feige one. For those of you who don't know, Kevin Feige is the head of Marvel Studios, and he's going to be helming a Star Wars project. So it makes sense that, okay, if Kevin Feige, a Marvel guy, would get Taika Waititi, a dude who's directed a Marvel movie. But, again, there's nothing confirmed. There's really... Because he also directed The Mandalorian, so it could be something Disney Plus. We don't know. But I did not love the episode he directed. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. I think it could have been better. Anywho, moving on. Over the break, I binge-watched a little TV show called You, Season 2. I fucking loved it. For those of you who did not watch Season 1, I highly recommend it. And spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Alright, so, Season 2 hinges 100% on the girl, right? If the girl sucked, or if the girl was not as, let's say, lovable or likable as Beck, the show was going to suck. Love this girl. Love is way, way, way better, not just as an actress, but as a character than Beck ever was. I fucking loved her from beginning to end. Not from beginning. At the beginning, it took me a second. I was like, oh, well, I mean, Beck was a little bit hotter. I don't understand this, but she grows on you, and once she gets you, she gets you. I loved the second season. It was great. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because Penn Badgley, the star of the show, just put out a little tweet that says, "See you soon, neighbor. You Season 3 is coming." So, we have no idea when. We have no idea what it's going to be about, but we know that it will be coming out eventually. Well, at least it's confirmed that there's going to be a Season 3, which is a big deal, because Netflix cancels shows left and right like it's nothing. Like, legitimately, Netflix doesn't give a fuck. They'll cancel you for no fuck. They canceled the whole Marvel slate. They canceled Daredevil, Jessica Jones, what's his name? oh my god, I'm blanking out. Iron Fist. So they canceled all the Defenders, all that series, which was great. They were great TV shows. Daredevil was their best show. And I get they had issues with because Disney wants to take over their own property, blah, blah. I understand. But they could have milked it a little bit more, but they canceled it. They canceled the Punisher. They don't give a fuck. So I'm excited because Season 2 was better than Season 1. And there's potential that Season 3 could even be better. Like, I could start... You know what? I won't get into it. I have theories. I think I know where it's going to go. I know what it's going to be about. If you want to talk about it, reach out to me. If you want to talk about it, reach out to me. At Dario the Show on Instagram. At Super Dario World. I'll talk about it whenever you want. Anywho, that's it for today. I'm done. It's late and I'm tired and I got to go to bed. But again, check out the video of Dario the Bachelor if you can. Come out on Friday. I will be uploading more stuff during the week about it. I will be doing an Ask Me Anything thing on my Instagram, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Because, I mean, if anybody's on the fence of signing up or whatever, ask me anything, you know? Maybe that'll push you over the edge. Anywho, as always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again tomorrow.